Now when we talk about input tax credit, now you can understand in this way. For example, basically for this you must understand, you know the mechanism of GST. Okay. Now, for example, I am a producer. Now to produce a product, I purchase raw material. Okay, just I am taking one simple example, then you will understand. Now, for example, whatever raw material I purchased, for example, the price of raw material is 10 rupees. Now, on this 10 rupees, I have paid, for example, GST. Okay, for example, GST. Just assuming that GST is 10%, just for calculation. Okay, so for example, I have paid 10% GST. So it means I purchase this raw material at what price? So I purchase the raw material at 11 rupees. Okay, now using this 11 rupees raw material, okay, I make some product, okay, or you can say I did some value addition. Okay, so for example, assume that I am making furniture, so I purchase wood. So on wood I purchase 10% GST, for example. Okay, so now I put my labor there or services there and I make furniture. Okay, so this value addition I do. Or now suppose I sell that product at 15 rupees. So this is my cost. This is my cost. Now 15 rupees is my cost of production. Okay, 15 rupees is my cost of production. Clear? So ultimately 15 rupees I have spent over it. Clear? Now 10 rupees is my raw material cost. 10 rupees is my raw material cost. Okay, 1 rupee I have paid as a GST. Okay, 1 rupees I have paid as a GST, and 5 rupees is my input, means in terms of labor. So it is my hard work, labor that I have put. Okay, so ultimately I am not including this. So ultimately the price, if I exclude GST, the price is 15 rupees. Now what I'll do, I'll sell this product to the consumer. Okay, I'll sell this product to the consumer. Now when I sell this product to the consumer, okay, so consumer will again pay me 10%, that is 10% of 15 rupees. Okay, 10% of 15 rupees. Now some of you may be thinking that, sir, why not you have taken 16 rupees? So you will get the answer for that also. Okay, so I'll take, you can say 10% as a GST on 15 rupees. So it means I'll sell the consumer at 15 plus 1.5 rupees. So it means 16.5 rupees. Okay, 16.5 rupees. So I sell it at 16.5 rupees. So when I sell it at 16.5 rupees, okay, so it means I take 1.5 rupees from them. Now what I'll do, I'll go to GST office and I'll told them that already 1 rupee I have paid to you earlier when I purchased the raw material. I'll pay you the next 0.5 rupees, and in this way I settle my GST account. So it means I collected how much? 1.5, and when I filed my GST I told them that 1 rupee I have already told you given by from my pocket, and now I'll give you only 0.5. So this is what I am doing, I am adjusting my GST. Okay, so whatever raw material I have purchased, for that already I have paid a tax. Okay, no doubt, which I'll recover from the consumer itself. But if I have taken 16 rupees as a price, so it means tax on tax, and it will have cascading effect. That is why we have kept it separate. Okay, so this is what we are doing. Okay, so it means 10 rupees. Okay, 10 rupees I have paid as a or raw material. On that 10 rupees raw material, I did a value addition of 5 rupees. So ultimately 15 rupees. I will charge GST on 15 rupees, that is 10%, that is 1.5. But I will give GST office only 0.5 rupees. Why? Because 1 rupee I have already given you. Okay, 1 rupee I have already given you. If not clear, again I will make a simple this thing. Now I am the producer, or assume yourself as a producer. So you purchase a raw material of 10 rupees, for that you pay a GST of 1 rupee. Okay. Now on that 10 rupee raw material, you did some value addition and now you sell it to consumer at 15 rupees. Now from the consumer you charge 1.5 rupees as a GST. That is, you sell the consumer at 16.5 rupees. Okay. But you will give to the GST office only 0.5 rupees. Why? Because you will tell them that already I have given you 1 rupee, 0.5 I will give you. Because GST has to be recovered from the consumer. Okay, it has not to be paid by the producer, number one. Plus, we want to ensure that there should be no cascading effect. That is why we have kept this mechanism input tax credit. Okay, input tax credit. Now, sometime you have seen that some people used to say that कि मेरे को तो मेरा GST adjust हो जाता है या refund हो जाता है. Refund नहीं होता, it is adjust. So अगर आप कल को आपकी भी company है, if you have a company and you purchase a mobile phone for your company, okay, so whatever GST you have given for your mobile phone, definitely this mobile phone you are using for your company. So whatever GST you have given, okay, that will be refunded back to you. Okay, or you can say that will be adjusted. Okay, so you can understand in this way, like to teach you, KSG has purchased this board. Now, no doubt on this board, on this digital board that is in front of you, KSG has paid GST. Now, whatever GST the KSG will collect from the student, they will adjust it. Okay, they will adjust it. Okay, and suppose they have given a GST of for example 20,000. Okay, and they collected GST of 1 lakh. So, but they will give only 80,000 as a GST. Now, whatever they are adjusting, that is called as input tax credit. Is it clear?